Andy, you're more vegan-based meal kits. I think you see the potential of Beyond Meat, but you're here and now. They may be a little bit more in the future.
You know, I really love what Beyond Meat has been doing, and they've really been catering to the kind of consumer who wants to reduce the amount of animal protein that they're eating and start to embrace a bit more plant-based foods. My company, Purple Carrot, caters to that same type of audience, where it's not just, it's sort of vegan food for non-vegans is essentially our play. And we've been at it for about 5 years.
What would I be able to get down? I mean, just gag down. I mean, I can't give up carbs, so I don't know how I'm going to give up normal food. But what would the best thing you got for me? I got to eat something for a week and not hang myself. What would I have to? What would it be?
You know, it's an interesting data point that 82% of Purple Carrot customers are just like yourself. They're omnivores, and they think initially, how am I going to survive?
Right.
And I think what our culinary team has done such a great job of is creating incredible meals that surprise people with how delicious the flavor is, where you don't really miss the meat, you don't miss that flavor. I think what Beyond Meat has been doing is helping people get comfortable with that idea. I'm not going to eat meat. What's that going to taste like? How could I survive a week? And they're helping actually grow the whole category of people who are interested in more plant-based foods.
RJ, do you know what? I mean, what would you order at a vegan spot?
Yeah, that's the same thing I'm going through too. Is finding myself who I've been an omnivore, trying to get into this space and more. And as I think Andy made a great point. Beyond Meat's really helped to break down some of the stereotypes about plant-based and vegan-based or plant-based products. They've done a great job. They have it in the meat section at the grocery store, so that's a first step. As Jane pointed out, when you grill, I mean, it's got the same taste and aroma. And I think that as there's more experimentation and more curiosity about the product, I think you're going to see more and more non-vegan customers try this out. Maybe not a full replacement, but I think maybe rotate it into the diet. Maybe every quarter, every couple months. I think that's a starting point. We'll see where it goes from there.
Do you have a preference for Beyond versus Impossible, RJ, in how you cover these things?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's interesting, and I don't really have a preference over either one at this point. But what is interesting too, and I think Jane hit the key point here, and talking with Ethan, and the fact that supply is going to be the key here. I'm already talking to a lot of restaurant customers that are restaurant companies that are already having to start to pull the product off their menus, or just they can't serve it because there isn't enough supply. So I think that's going to be the key. If a restaurant really wants to make a splash in this. And the key is going to be getting enough demand, making sure they manage expectations. But in terms of the product itself, I found them both. They're both very good, and I think that they will change a lot of people's minds about plant-based proteins.
They're going to continue to, I guess, make advances, right? I mean, this isn't the final product for either, is it, RJ?
I don't think it is. I mean, I think it's not just the key products. Right now, there's beef and a pork substitute for most of these companies. But I think they'll branch out into chicken and other products at the same time. And when that happens, that's going to be really interesting, because then you fully capture any veto vote at the restaurant. People coming in, families. I mean, you're going to be able to satisfy any kind of dietary preference, really, with the full suite of products.
Andy, what do you know
by
about
no
what's
means
coming?
are they done.
With respect to the plant-based movement,
Yeah.
I think the plant-based movement is alive and well. There's really a whole revolution coming. Consumers are both thinking about how to improve their own health as well as the health of our
What's
environment.
the cool, what's the 3.0 version of the burger?
It's, I think, just more flavors, more textures. It continues to replicate the same concept that people are used to having with animal protein. And so
Is your business mostly on the coast or in the big cities, or is it everywhere?
That's a great question. We started out on the East Coast. We're a Boston-based company, and we actually find that we've got incredible national distribution of our product. We certainly cater to more forward thinkers, and that tends to be, we have a lot of folks on the East and West Coast, but it's amazing how our demand has grown in the middle part of the country as well.